welcome to part 2 of my two-parter of 2012 favourites. Today we're going to go through the makeup side of my 2012 favourites. So I'm going to go through all of the makeup products that I was using last year. A lot of you have asked me about this one. When I posted the video of the beauty products last week, everybody was like, yeah, that's nice and all, but I really want to see the makeup one, so here it is. The way I'm going to go through this, I'm just going to go through them in the order that I put them on my face. And I am going to go reasonably quickly because we've got so many products down here to cover and I don't have very much time because YouTube limits you to like 10 minutes. So I'm going to go as quick as I can. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is foundation. Now there have been 3 foundations that I've been using this year. 1 light coverage, 1 medium and 1 heavy coverage. And this will be no surprise to anybody. The one which I've been using most last year, particularly during the summer, was for light coverage, and that is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. It's a water-based foundation which contains an SPF 15, which is good in the summer, so you really do have to shake it up a little bit, otherwise you just end up getting a handful of water when you put it on your face. The thing I like about this foundation is that it's just really easy to use. Like in the mornings, I'm always late for work, so I just want something which I can just bung on really quickly, and you can put this on like a moisturiser essentially. I don't even bother looking in the mirror to put it on. This probably ends up all up here, but it doesn't. You can just put it on like a moisturiser, run out the door and you're done. It's really light, it's like a second skin, it just gives you a lovely sort of airbrush finish. It feels like you're wearing no makeup whatsoever. So I've been wearing that pretty much throughout the summer. The second one is also from Chanel. I've been really loving Chanel foundations this year, and this one is the Chanel Perfection Lumiere, and it's this one here. And I like this for medium coverage, so I've been wearing this a lot during the winter. When I first bought this, it was about a month after the Vitalumiere, and I didn't really like it when I first started using it. I think I just wasn't used to the consistency. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit creamier, so it's not as forgiving as the Vitalumiere, but in the winter I found I have been wearing this sort of pretty much as my everyday foundation to work, and I've been absolutely loving it. So that's another one of my favourites from last year. And finally, my third favourite foundation is for heavy coverage, and it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. This is just the best stuff ever. I love this. If you're looking for that completely flawless look, then this is the one that you should get. It's an absolutely lovely foundation. It just makes your skin just look perfect, and I just love this for going out in the evening. I would say it's probably a bit heavy for wearing during the day, but definitely if you're going out in the evening, this would be a great one to use. Absolutely love this stuff. Moving on to concealers. Now, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. The concealer that I'm putting in this video is one that I actually bought on, I think it was like January the 2nd, so technically it was 2013, but I'm going to include it in my 2012 favourites, because if I had have bought it last year, then I would have used it, because I absolutely love this concealer, and I don't think I really found a concealer last year that I absolutely adored, so I'm going to put it in this one, and it is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. Oh my god, this is amazing. If you like things like the Touche Eclat, it's sort of like that, but I think this is better than the Touche Eclat and like a third of the price. It's absolutely amazing. I've recommended this to a few people on Twitter and they've gone out and bought it and they're like, oh my god, it's so amazing, and it really is. So this is, yeah, it's just a really nice consistency. As I said, slightly thicker than the Touche Eclat. I wear it underneath my eyes and it just completely takes away any dark circles that you have underneath there. I don't have too many spots, so I'm not really sure how it works on spots. So if you have got this and you do use it on your spots, then let me know. But this is definitely my favourite concealer at the moment. Moving on to powders. Now again, I've pretty much used the same powder all year last year. In fact, I've used this pretty much for the last 2 years, and again, it's a drugstore brand, really cheap and simple. It's the Max Factor Facefinity Compact Foundation, and again, I just absolutely love this stuff, even though it is sort of labelled up as a foundation, so you might think that you wear it on your own, and I guess you can wear it on its own. I always put it over the top of my foundation, and again, it just gives that lovely airbrushed flawless look. I don't find it goes cakey or anything like that. It's just really, really nice. You can see that's what it looks like inside, so it comes with a little sponge, and I've just been loving that over the last 2 years really that I've been using this. Moving on to, what should we do next? Moving on to eyebrows. Now, eyebrows for me are the most important thing. I think there's something which quite often get overlooked on people's faces, and I think if you don't do your eyebrows, it just doesn't make your whole makeup look correct. I think you just look a little bit weird, particularly me, because I have quite unfortunate eyebrows really. And I'm going to blame my mum for this because she has exactly the same problem. I have very thin eyebrows, they're quite light, but I have one eyebrow which stops growing about halfway. So for my entire life, since I've been putting on makeup, I've been drawing in my eyebrows essentially, which is, you know, a little bit unfortunate, but you know, c'est la vie. So this year I've actually switched from a pencil to a powder, and the one that I've been loving is actually one that I got in one of my glossy boxes one month, and they sent us a full-size product which was really great, and I absolutely love it, and it's the HD Brows High Definition Brows Kit, and the colour I've got here is Vamp. Now this is just like a little, you get 4 colours in these little palettes just like that, and a little brush as well, so a little angled head on the end of the brush. Now, I only really use one colour out of all of these, and it's this sort of soft brown colour at the bottom, and I've worn that on my eyebrows every day since I got it really, so since the start of last year. Absolutely love this. It just makes your brows look really natural. It's a lot better than a pencil, and I just really love the way it looks. So that's what I've been using, absolutely loving. We'll definitely be purchasing another one of these HD Brows kits. They're fantastic. Moving on to eyeshadows, so I've been really getting into the whole eyeshadow bases this year as well, and I'm calling them eyeshadow bases and not cream eyeshadows because the ones which I've got here, particularly the ones from MAC, I wouldn't class them as eyeshadows because they only do about 8 colours and they're all very sort of neutral tones, sort of going up to the brownie spectrum. And this is the one that I've been wearing quite a lot, and it's this one here from MAC, and it's in the colour Rubenesque, which is kind of like a really nice peachy goldy colour, and I just absolutely love these. They sort of double up as a primer in a way. I just put them all over my eyelid up to my brow bone, and they just give a nice pop of colour, and I just find that they really provide a really nice base before you put your eyeshadows on. So I've been really loving these ones from MAC. Now, if you find the MAC ones a little bit expensive, I think they are about £14.50 for one of these. There is a cheaper alternative, which I also love, and I think they're just as good as the MAC ones, and it's the, what have we got here? Maybelline 24-Hour Colour Tattoo. I have 2 of them, like that, and again, I absolutely love these. These are just pretty much exactly the same as the MAC ones. And you do get a little bit more of a colour range in the Maybelline ones as well, and obviously they are quite a bit cheaper. This one I've got here is On and On Bronze. I think in the US this one's called Bad to the Bronze. And I also have one that I've been wearing, this is probably my most worn one, and this is Pink Gold. And they're just lovely base to your eyeshadow, so I've been absolutely loving those. Next up is eyeshadows. Now, I am very, very late to the party with MAC. Everybody knows that on Twitter. I never owned a MAC product up until about 3 months ago. And I was looking for some new eyeshadows, and everybody kept saying, oh, you should try MAC eyeshadows. Now, the reason why I've never been in MAC before is not because of the makeup, it's mainly because of the store. The one near me, and this is in West London, Westfields in West London, named and shamed, they're just so pretentious. They make you line up outside the store behind a rope like it's a damn club, and a woman stands there with a clipboard and kind of looks down her nose at you and is like, why would you want to come into MAC today? And it's like, why do you think I want to come to MAC today? To buy a banana and a box of tampons? No, I'm here to buy makeup. It's just ridiculous. Even if there's nobody in the shop, they still make you stand up outside, you know, to give it that exclusive look. However, I decided to buy some MAC eyeshadows online so I could avoid the store altogether, much like I do with Lush. So I bought 2 eyeshadows from MAC and loved them so much I went a bit MAC crazy, and within a space of about 2 weeks I went from having no MAC products at all to having almost an entire MAC Pro palette. And here it is in case anyone is interested. That's what it looks like. I've been loving all of these, but I'm not going to put all of them into my 2012 favourites. I'm going to put in just the few that I've really been wearing every day, and that would be this one here, Naked Lunch. That's a lovely sort of peachy, goldy colour, just a really nice neutral colour for during the day. Also this one here, Wedge. I wear that in the crease, so I really like that. I find that's a really nice transition colour between your lid colour and your highlight. This one here, which is Quarry, and that's kind of like a taupey, purpley kind of colour, and I tend to put that on my outer corner, sort of towards the outside of my eye during the day. And then finally, the highlight colour I've been loving is this one here, which is Nylon, and that's just really kind of bright gold, and I just really like that underneath my brow bone and also in the corners of my eye as well. So I've been absolutely loving my MAC eyeshadows this year. Aside from the Pro palette, another colour which I've been absolutely adoring in the last couple of months is one of the L'Oreal Paris Colour Appeal colours. This one here, and this is in Metal Plum, and this is absolutely gorgeous. This was like a really surprise purchase for me, if I can get it open. There we go. I just kind of picked it up because I thought it looked quite nice, and I absolutely adore it. When you put it on your eyes, it's just so amazing. I really, really love this colour, so that's been another one, and I'm definitely going to try some more of these L'Oreal Colour Appeal eyeshadows. Absolutely love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's stay on eyes, so eyeliners. I've only really been using one. I'm not somebody who wears a whole heap of eyeliner during the day. I tend to keep eyeliner to in the evening or if I'm going out. So, and liquid liner, I have a real problem putting on liquid liner. I'm really not very good at it at all, but I found that this isn't too bad, this one that I've been using, and it's the Revlon Colour Stay felt tip pen liner. So it's just got like a liner like that. I have used the little pots, the gel with the brush as well, which aren't too bad, but I'm actually really liking this. However, I will say, and this is a surprise because I normally love Revlon Colour Stay products, the colour doesn't stay all that much. I get really, really watery eyes, and I just find that this does really smudge, but it is the one that I've been using. If you've got recommendations for liner, I would really love to hear them, because I find it really hard to find a liner that doesn't smudge if you have, or you have a tendency to have watery eyes, but that is the one I have been using in 2012. Mascara, I started out the year by using YSL Shocking Mascara, and I loved it for about 2 weeks, and then I completely went off it. I don't know why. When it started to clump my eyelashes, and I remember one horrible morning I was going to work and I was putting it on in a rush, and it just clumped my lashes together so badly, it looked like I had about 3 little lashes sticking out, and I was just like, oh god, I'm not using that anymore. So I kind of put it to the back of the drawer and didn't use it again, and I went out and bought this one, which I love, and it's a Maybelline product, the Falsies Flared Volume Mascara. Absolutely love this mascara. It just gives a really nice false lash effect, makes sure, really lengthens your eyelashes and kind of wings them out on the ends as well. So it does sort of give that kind of false lash look. So really been loving that mascara. Moving on to bronzers. Again, I haven't really been wearing that much bronzer in the winter this year. I don't know why. I've always been a huge lover of bronzer, but I just haven't been wearing any in the winter. I'm just preferring to be pale, like Casper the Ghost. However, in summer I was wearing quite a lot of bronzer just to set off my tan, and the little palette that I picked up last year, which I really liked, was this one from Too Faced, and it's called The Bronzed and The Beautiful. Mine's kind of really battered because it's been all around the world with me, this thing. And if we open it up, I liked it because it had 4 different kinds of bronzers in there. So you had kind of like a sort of more matte chocolatey one, and then you had a shimmery gold one, and then you kind of have like a 2-tone brown one, and then one which has, it's called Sun Bunny, and it has like a chocolatey colour and a little pink shimmery colour as well. And I just find the combination of those is just absolutely lovely. Really nice bronzer, and it also comes with a little eyeshadow primer in there as well. So that's what I was using last year and absolutely loving. Blushers. So I've only really been wearing one blusher for the most part of last year, and that is from Benefit, and that's Benefit's Sugar Bomb. And this is sort of a rediscovery. I bought this a couple of years ago and I used it for a little bit and then kind of put it to the back of my cupboard, and then I got it out last year and I thought, oh, I actually remember, I really, really like this. And again, it's just a really nice soft pinky coral shades in there, and particularly if you're blonde, this is a really nice one if you're blonde. If you've got dark hair, I've heard from some of my dark haired friends that if you like Benefit blushes, you'll probably prefer something like Coralista to this one. Or there's another one, I can't remember what it's called, but better for brunettes. But for blondes, this one, absolutely fantastic. And then finally we get on to lipsticks. Now before we get onto lipsticks, I'm going to do a lip scrub. I discovered a lip scrub this year, which I've really been loving, and it just makes sure that your lips are in really good condition before you put on your lipsticks. I wear a lot of sort of quite matte lipsticks, which if you put those on, they tend to show up every imperfection that you have in your lips. So I've been using this lip scrub, and it's from Lush, and it's their Popcorn lip scrub. It smells, oh my gosh, it doesn't smell like popcorn. It just smells amazingly sweet, almost like caramel. It's absolutely delicious. And these are edible. They look sort of like salt, and you just rub them into your lips and then you can lick them off. You don't even have to wash them off, and they taste absolutely divine. So I've been loving that before my lipstick. Now everybody who knows me knows I love my bright lipstick colours, so I don't have any neutral lipsticks in here, mainly because I don't really wear them all that much. One that I've been loving is from Revlon line again. It's one of the Revlon lip butters, and this is in Lollipop, and this is a sort of bright fuchsia pink colour. Absolutely love this. I really like these lip butters. When I first tried them, I wasn't so sure if I liked them because people were hyping these up so much, and I was like, They're not that great, but I actually have really grown to love them. So I'm back on the they are great bandwagon. So I've been loving that one in Lollipop. Another pink one that I've been loving is MAC's Girl About Town. I put this on my Twitter the other day. Again, this is just a really nice sort of bright pink colour. Absolutely love that one as well. If you're somebody who's just getting into bright lipsticks, because a lot of people on Twitter say to me that they're a bit intimidated to wear them or don't like to wear bright lipsticks during the day, this is actually quite a good one to go for. It's not as bright as some of the other ones out there, so it's a good one to sort of start off and try if you're sort of just getting into bright lipsticks, and that was Girl About Town. And then of course I have to have a red one in there because I do love my red lipsticks, and this one is YSL, and this is from their Rouge Pour Couture line, and this is number 202. It doesn't have a name. I don't like lipsticks that don't have a little name. It's just got a number 202. And this is a really bright matte red, and this is super matte, so this is you really should make sure that your lips are in good condition before you put this on, but I absolutely love it. It just makes your lips pop out, and it just makes your eyes colour stand out as well, and it's just an amazing lipstick. Absolutely love it. So I've been wearing that one a lot, particularly towards Christmas. And then finally I'm just going to finish with a lip gloss, and this is one which just goes over my pink lipsticks, and this is the Bobbi Brown. And this is a high shimmer lip gloss in the colour Pink Tool 2, and yeah, just really nice, and it just gives any of your pink lipsticks, particularly if you're wearing a pink matte lipstick, a little bit of sparkle, and it's just absolutely lovely, and I absolutely love this one. And that's pretty much it. So those are my makeup favourites for 2012. If you like this video, please click on the subscribe button. I'll put a link to part 1 of this video in the comments bar as well. Thanks guys, bye!